Hello and welcome back to Captain of Industry, where we have choo-choos. Look at him go. Is it a choo-choo if it's not a steam train, though? I don't know. We have whatever the equivalent of a diesel train is. But yes, we have trains up and running. They are busy working between this station here and the gold mine station up here, where they are ferrying rock, slag, sand, gold, and what is this? Filter media back and forth. We do need to make a slight change to the system, though, in that we no longer want rock being here and slag being here. We want to swap those over. So let's pause the game a second and think about how we're going to do this. So if we change this to be slag, because you've got nothing in you at the moment, so that's fine. So if we say slag for you, and then we copy you and we put you over all of that. So now you're all set to slag. You are, of course, filled with slag. And we need to then pause this slag belt here. In fact, we probably need to pause this slag belt here as well, because we do not want the slag going into those anymore. What we do want is those to be rock, but we're going to need the train to arrive first to do that. So let's unpause the game. I'm also going to pause the rock belt, which I believe is that one. Yep, because I don't want that one running right now. Where are you going? You're taking rock and dirt to here for some reason. Interesting. Let's speed everything up. Let's get the train in. Here it comes. Choo-choo. Our haul truck is struggling to find a destination it can reach. But you're not going to tell me what you're trying to reach. So I can't help you with that. You will just have to suck it up and deal with it. Okay, so what have we got going on? We are coming over here. We're waiting for the train to come in. Let's speed everything up again. Here it comes. Beautiful. Hopefully it has enough capacity to empty these two out. If it doesn't, what we can do in the short term is change these to slag. I mean, that's if there is a way of like copying that across, but I don't think there is. So slag and slag and slag. So they're all set to slag now, so they should, if that doesn't empty out, it'll fill those ones as well. But it is going to stay there until it is completely full of gold, which could take some time. And meanwhile, the slag is backing up. Are these empty? No. I would like you to move forward. Is there a way that I can do that? I could go into the train line, and I could say, wait until you're full of slag, couldn't I? Slag. I don't know why I'm just search for it, mate. Just search for it. Slag. Wait till you're full of slag. Okay. So now you're going to move forward because those are full and nope. Okay. Okay. It's only like 100 odd slag. I might just remove it. And then we're sorted, aren't we? Okay. So we've got those ones set to slag. We want these ones to be rock. And we want you, and I don't need to do that. I can just do that. Excellent. So now those two are rock. Those are all slag. So we need to change. Well, what we need is to get rid of these. And then we need to put some height 4 U-shaped lifts in. So we need to rotate this around, flip that up to height 4, which would be 3. As in three clicks of the key. 1, 2, 3. Nope, because I haven't put you down on the floor yet. 1, 2, 3. And you collide with a pipe. Okay. So let's also remove this pipe, which is not happy with me doing for some reason. So let's do that. Do that. Get rid of that. Excellent. And then we get a U-shaped lift. We pop it in here. Click 1, 2, 3. Connects into there. Perfect. We can copy that. Put that there. Excellent. We can then get rid of that because we don't need that. What we do need then is we need to get rid of that angle there because we don't want that. We do want all of that built, so let's get that built. We want to connect this pipe back in. However you see fit, that's fine. We unity that as well. With that gone, we want this now coming over to... Is it height 1? It is at height 1. So let's bring you to here for the moment. We can then get rid of this, unity that and that. And then we can connect you into there. And that should be it. Rock should be going into all of those. Not rock. Slag should be going to all of those now. We might want to think about speeding that belt up. That's probably a sensible idea. Let's speed that belt up. Okay, awesome. And then at the other end, we need to run over here. Let's pause the game just so nothing gets too messed up. The train has just arrived. Let's not do it yet then. Yeah, let's let it empty first, shall we? Now it's probably... Oh, no, because it needs to be empty of everything, doesn't it? And then it goes. Yeah, perfect. So you now need to be rock, and you now need to be slag. Copy that over to you, because I did that in a weird order for some reason. And then we need to change. So this is now slag. It is currently going to rock, which is obviously no good. So let's just delete that from there to there. And then this from just that bit for the moment. Delete that and that. And then we can connect this into here. Upgrade that. And then you, I want to come up to height 4. And come to here and connect into there. Perfect. Let's build all of that. And I wanted that to go up to height 4 just so we have room for trucks to move through still. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That should be that. And what we might do is we might, if we think that slag is filling up too much over here. How are we doing over here? Are these close to being full? Nowhere near close to being full. And the train is probably on its way. It's a-coming. It's a-coming. Yeah, slag is the thing we're making most of, isn't it? Because we're making 18 gold bars a second. We're making potentially 60 slag a second. Yep, because they should all be running full time, but rock, we're only making what they're digging up there, so potentially that's not very much at the moment. So yeah, I think we changed that until it was empty of slag. I think that is the best thing to keep it on. Full of slag, I should say. So this is going to come in, but I think we now need to upgrade this again, unless they have got enough in there to fill. Okay. Yeah, I made a mistake. So these can hold how much? 120. And you now have nothing in you. But you did have enough to fill those up. Yeah, so actually that belt doesn't need to be increased because it's enough to fill those up. Okay, so I'm going to change. No, I did want you to be slag still. My bad. You're going to be slag still, but you guys are now going to be rock. And you are going to be rock. Okay. And we'll just let you go now. Excellent. Cool. Right, that is that sorted. That should help to get rid of all of this slag. Let's put an alert on this if you completely fill up. And then we will decide what we're going to do with you after that. So this belt is not going very fast because that is not a Mark II belt. This belt is filled because it should in theory be clicking out enough to fill that belt. So I don't need that going any faster, but I do want this potentially emptying faster. In theory, because that's only doing 60 a second, that should be fine. But let's just get it all in there, ready to go. You are now full. You're ready to go as well. Excellent. So there were other things we said we wanted to do. What did we say we wanted to do? We wanted to do something over here. We need to expand this, but we've already done that because we've got... Did I finish naming these? We've got iron unload, No, I didn't get very far at all. So we're waiting for this to be filled in so we can get a nice little curve over here, really, aren't we? That's what we're sort of waiting for. We could get the trains on the way to being built in the meantime, because we are full of everything there. So let's say we're going to get a new train. It's going to be diesel. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want a new line. This is going to be... we're going to do limestone first, just because we already have a limestone mine going. Limestone is just got a look of pale white. So if we do yellow and white for that one, and then we also say apply that to the train and to the cars. We want you to go into the limestone one. If I hover over it, does it tell me the name of the station? No. Iron, copper, coal and limestone? Yes. Okay. So you're going to go there. Then you're going to go here. Limestone load. Perfect. And you are going to wait until you are full of limestone. Excellent. Then you are going to go somewhere else, but for now you're just going to do that. In fact, I want to change you to say wait until you're full of acid, because that's never going to happen. I just want you to sit there. Cool. Limestone. I don't think I hit the... Boop, there we go. Excellent. So you're going to be on the limestone. You are 1 diesel. You are 6 cars. That's all we want to start with. Let's build you. So we'll just start getting some of these built as much as we can. We also need to think about getting our ore sorters in down here as well. So what are we going to do? Maybe 1 for these to start with, and then we'll take it from there. I don't know. Let's have a little look. So that's going to be under terraforming or sorting plant large. We want you to go... we'll put you here. As long as all of that ground is flat. Let's go over here, because I do want to just copy all of that. It says move. There we go. That's where I want you to go. You are going to be copper. You are going to be iron, copper, limestone, and we're getting to quite a few things now, aren't we? Rock and dirt. We will see if we can get away with... Where is dirt? There you are. I think that's all they're going to pick up. We'll see if we can get away with them doing that. We are going to have to change all of this quite significantly. You have come over to this tower because it's got trucks assigned already. Let's get rid of all of those. I don't want you being assigned there. Let's just delete all of that. Okay, so we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. So we need 5 large buckets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we also want space for these to be accessible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want it sort of like that. And we want to figure out exactly where we're going to manage to fit that in. So we probably want to look at changing these. So let's just get rid of all those. So if we have 2 iron, 2 copper, 2 limestone, 2 rock, and 2 dirt, sure, that works. And then we want you coming over here to here, 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 you going straight to there, you go into there, you going into there, you going into there, you going into... I don't know why I've gone for sort of the furthest ports either. But that's the way it's worked, so that's what we're sticking with. Excellent. So you are going to be iron. You are going to be copper. You're going to be limestone. You are going to be... What are you going to be? Rock. And you are going to be dirt. Excellent. Then we need to copy all of those. We need to pop these ones down here. We are going to need 3 towers. And I'm probably going to move this because we want that to be connected to a pipe which isn't down here yet. We are going to want a... Yeah, let's stick with this. We're going to want... limestone station tower. We are going to want a iron station tower. And we are going to want a copper station tower. Copper station tower. Cool. We don't want anything being dumped here. You have an export route up there. Let's get rid of that. I don't want you doing that. There we go. We want to get rid of that one as well. And we want to get rid of that one as well. And then what we want you doing is having an export route to there, 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 and there. And I want you having an export route to there, 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 and there. And you're never going to guess where I want this to go. You export route to there, 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 and there. Okay, so that's all the boxes set up. We need to connect these into their respective stations somehow. We shall work on that. How is this doing? It says the train's done. Is it in the station? No. Wait, what? Oh, there it is. Oh, look at you. Oh, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. And we're just going to check to see that it actually fits in there properly. It does. You were supposed to wait till you were filled with stuff. Yes, stuff. Wait, it's full of a specific product. If I just tell you to wait until you're full of use your words, dude. Use your words. What word are you trying to think of? Limestone. There's no limestone going in there, so that should be absolutely fine. And what I can also do in the short term, you are assigned to the Flattenator Tower. So the Flattenator Tower, I can say you can export to this, and this. As you're already digging out good chunk of the limestone. Good chunk of the limestone. Let's get our next train ready. Let's go for diesel. Oh, no, you're already there. That's fine. Good. We want a new line. We want this to be... Oh, hit the microphone. I do apologize. This is going to be iron. Iron is a red color. We'll go red and white because it matches what the other one was, the limestone. We want you to go to iron and copper. And then we want you to go to, what I'm assuming is iron station. And we want you to stay there until you are full of iron. Now, because these are single product lines, we could just say, wait till you're full. But I just want to be a little bit prescriptive with it. I don't want it being stupid. And I don't trust them. Okay. And we haven't set the end up yet. Let's get all of that built, because then they can at least start using it. That would be fantastic. We need to get this pipe here, which currently goes further than I thought, actually. So we need you going down here, and I would like you to be pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pretty much like there. But you don't really want to do that very well. That's fine. So let's just get rid of that. We want to flip you around. We want to take you and bring you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, you can't go around those things very well, can you? I forgot about that. So we want you to come to there, come to there, come to there, come down here. In fact, I probably want you going around the back of the stations. So can I, in fact, just bring you... You're going to go over that? I mean, that's fine. I'm all right with that, to be honest. Yeah, let's do that instead. Copied the wrong thing. So you are going to come over here, still at height 5. You're going to go past these. You're going to go straight up here. In fact, no, I want you to go a little bit further up. I want you to go to there. And that's fine for now. And then we want a Mark 1 pipe. Using a little keyboard shortcut to flip between them. I want you to go there. I want you to go there. We need a Mark 2 pipe to come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go from here into here. We're going to flip that because that's going the wrong way. We're going to get a Mark 1 pipe to go from there and into there and there and into there and there and into there and there and into there. Excellent. We're then going to take a Mark 2 pipe. Add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over to there you go. Copy that. Bring it down to a Mark 1. There, 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 there. There, 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 and there. And then rinse and repeat. In fact, why rinse and repeat when you can just rinse and repeat? There we go. We just need to get rid of those little end pieces because we obviously don't need those. That's amazing. And then up here, if we do the same thing, we'll just delete the bits we don't want. I think that'll just be a bit quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent, that is all of that plumbed in. Let's get that all built. And that should go all the way back over there. That'll get our diesel down. Sweet. So we already have a whole bunch of limestone in here. That's fine. That's sort of what we're expecting. We now need to think about how we're going to belt all of this in. So which is the limestone tower? Why isn't the limestone train here waiting? Why are you driving? I don't understand why you're not waiting. I can't tell you to wait for 999,000 days or whatever it was. Okay, you can do 6 9s. That's the most you can do. Okay. You, same thing. Depart condition. After time has passed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there we go. So now both the trains should wait there for the rest of their lives, pretty much. What have we got going on over here? Water resources getting low. That's fine. Low supply of steel. Less fine. That's what we were going to do. I remembered. It's okay. You don't need to yell at me anymore. Yes, we want to basically take that. And we want to put that in about here. Now, some of the things wouldn't have gone in. That's absolutely fine. You are plumbed in to the right things. We do not need you, or you. And we do not need you, or you. And we do not need you, you, or you. Except we are going to need you. So cancel that. And then what we actually want to do is we want to bring this one. Nope. Can I please get it at the corner? Nope. Can I please get it at the corner? Thank you. in. I just want to go across, connect into there. And then I don't think we are going to need some. Yeah, we are going to need that one as well. Oh, it's all got confusing now, hasn't it? Well, we'll leave it at that and we'll just see how we go. We might need to change some things around somewhere. Okay, so that's got those gotten rid of. You do not connect into anything. You... What is going on there? So you put a connector in there, but you didn't connect the pipe to it. Brave of you. So that's that done. You're connected, you're connected, you're connected. You've got a nitrogen output. You do not have a nitrogen output. Let's get a Mark 1 pipe, connect you from there. Nope. To there. I think you only do... Yeah, you do. That's fine. Okay. So that's that sorted. You've got your outputs. On this side, we need to get you into here, but we want you flipped. You are colliding with this pipe. So we need to move that out of the way. Let's unity that. I think I just unity something over there. That's fine. We need you flipped. We need you in there. So now you are getting your exhaust coming up this pipe, which I can't tell if it's connected or not, but that's fine. And your oxygen comes from this pipe, which is hopefully connected to the oxygen. Looks like it is. Yes. Excellent. So that is correct. You have that. You have this coming down here. I've pressed all the buttons and now I don't know where it's supposed to be. Like I've literally pressed everything. You should be there. But you're colliding with a molten... Oh, because you're supposed to be down one. Now you're colliding with a pillar. That is okay. We should be able to get rid of that relatively easily. If we do that. Excellent. Copy you. Flip you. Plug you in there. Sweet. And then we are going to need to move this water pipe because that is now going to be in the way of the belts coming down there. So let's unity that so we can get that done. And we want a belt coming from here into here. And you make 24, so that Mark 1 belt is fine there for the moment, but it will need to be upgraded shortly. Okay. I think you are all done. Which brings us over to you. So you have exhaust, you both have slag. Your slag is both connected. You guys are connected to the exhaust system there. That's fine. This comes over there to feed you your oxygen. Yes, that's fine. But you couldn't build either of these. I'm guessing that's because you could not fit in with these pipes here. So let's just come back over here and remember that I got rid of this and that this needs to be connected to this and that that needs to be unitied straight away. So if we just copy those two and we say we wanted to put you in there, you are colliding with two pillars. Fine. Oh, it's done it again. There we go. And if I do that, and was it Control Shifts thing? Yep. So you are going to go in there. Excellent. You need water input, which comes off of this pipe. And does not need to be a Mark II. And you need water input, which is also going to come off of this pipe. You also need that, but you've got that and you've got that. So then we just need the output belt, which is going to come from here. We're going to go to here, to here. We're going to bring this along to here when it's going to complain it's too close to another flat connector. So we are going to delete that pipe for a second. And we're going to unity that. And we're going to try that again. We're going to get a belt. I'm going to connect it over there. We're going to bring it in down here. And then we're going to connect it in there, at which point that needs to be a Mark II. And then we are going to reconnect this. We're just going to go that way instead. We're going to get rid of that chunk there. That should be everything. So if we just say Unity, all of that. Excellent. Excellent. And then we'll see if it's actually working or not. And that's going to give us a healthy increase to our iron. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's a 30% increase to our iron that should give us. Hopefully, all being well. You are immediately struggling to get anywhere near enough iron in. I think that could just be a belt speed thing. Because you're coming in at a Mark 2 there. So if we upgrade you and you and you and you and not so much you, and then we Unity all of that. We might also need to bring some of this feed back this way. So if we do, I didn't want to do that. If we do that as well, just so this one can be supplemented by both of them, because this is obviously trying to feed these three as well. This produces 200, they use 40 each, so in theory 1, 2, 3, 4 and 3, yeah, it can only do those 4, so that one's going to have to just be fed by the dregs of both of them as and when it can be. That belt does not need to be there anymore. Let's get rid of that. So this is running. Excellent. This is running. Just about. So this should be running and this should be running. Yes. Which means this is running. Yep. And this will be running very soon. There it goes. And we're getting steel out of there as well. That should solve our steel problems. The Flatinatorial of speed has nothing to dig. Yep. It's just because you don't have the right. That's fine. Go back over there. You go over here. Edit area. Just go there. Problem solved. I'm some sort of genius. Naphtha is high, but we are also high of everything, so we're not too worried about that. High supply of fuel gas, low supply of sulfur over here. We did only just re-enable the sulfur mine, didn't we? Yes. Which is exactly why we have not got a lot of that available at the moment. We've got 2,600 in there. You can store 3,000. I'm gonna tell you to go now. I'm gonna tell you to go now. I just want that in there sooner rather than later. Okay. How are those trains not waiting at those stations? They're just wasting diesel at them. I'm gonna have to do something about them. I'm gonna have to like, if I take them off of the lines, because you are clearly waiting for free track. So you are out of fuel. Why? You're the gold train. There's fuel. There is fuel, right? Fuel. Oh no, because I didn't plug it in at the other ends. Yeah, okay, so we are just going to... yeah, that's because I wasn't expecting them to run around constantly, so I didn't think it'd be a problem. We're going to unassign the trains from these lines. And then we are going to say... recover. Yeah, we're going to recover you. We're just going to recover you, so you're off the lines. And then what do? Do you just sit in here waiting? Yeah, you're not being built, but you're just there waiting. And you have no color because you're not on a line. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just get them built. New train. New line. Build. I said I don't want you on a line. A new line means you're just going to go in there. That's absolutely fine. You are confused with life because you've picked up waste somewhere. Just get rid of it, mate. Just get rid of it. Okay. So we need to get all of this plumbed into all of this. We also probably need to give this a little bit of an instruction to actually try and keep this empty if it's full. Let's say keep 1,000 out of it. So, limestone, iron, copper, limestone, that's these ones. Let's set this to limestone, so I actually know what I'm doing. And then we are going to copy, nope, then we are going to copy the settings. We're going to apply that to all of those. We want this station to have potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trains. So we're going to set that to 5. If I copy your settings and put you on there, you also get called limestone load now. Well, that's no good. Coal load. Okay, fine. Can't do that particularly. So we need to get you plugged in. So we are going to need to, at the very least, get rid of you because you are too high. So let's unity you. We are going to need a flat lift coming in at height, U-shaped lift, sorry, coming in at height. Why is that one saying it's going to output stuff? That is not what it should be doing. We want you to go there. And in fact, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to say you are going to come over here. Just go there for the moment. And then you... Do I really need a lift in there? I don't suppose I do. Do I? Do I even need a lift in there? I could probably get down there quite easily, couldn't it? Let's just test that. Yeah, no, it definitely could. Okay, so we want you go in there. We want you go into there for the minute. So I'm just going to repeat that over here. I'm going to get rid of this. 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 Why are you too close together? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. We've got a problem. We've got a problem. I put them in the wrong place. Get rid of you. 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 Why doesn't this have diesel on it? Because we never built this bit. I don't like the fact that's low there, but it's probably not an issue because nothing's going to go over the track anyway. You go all the way back to that junction now. Right, okay. So, yes, we have an issue here. I don't want a unity yet because I want to get rid of you and you as well, and then we will unity the removal of all of those. And then we are going to pause the game a second while I think about what I've done with my life. So we can copy you. We can put you... Oh, I don't want that. I just want just literally those. And I want you to go in there. I want you to go in there and there. I want you to go in there. I want you to go in there. I want you to go in there. And then we have these two, which are definitely a problem. Let's get rid of that a second. In fact, let's get rid of that a second. So we want... Yep, that is the one that I want. Okay, excellent. Let's just bring that back to there. I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to put it... Oh, I can. At what height are you? 1. You're the right one as well. Okay. So I want you... Come out here. Can you go the other way? Yeah, come out here at height 5. And then I want you to come over here at height 4. And then I want you to come up to height 5. You should be able to connect into there now. Okay, not too much of a problem. Not too much of a problem. So we've got what we need out of that. It's just a little bit more squirrely inside. But that's fine. We're okay with that. We don't mind a bit of squirreliness, do we? So, over here, we have got 2 things in. If we have a U-shaped conveyor which goes from there to there. And then we copy that, and we can't really upgrade it right there, but if we pop that there and we upgrade that to a Mark III, and then we copy that, nope, and then we copy all of that, and we pop that one there. So you have 47 kilowatts and 1.5, so it's about 100 kilowatts and 3. You have 3 and 100 kilowatts. Okay, so we might as well just run one Mark III belt. That's what I was trying to get at there. Let's delete all of that. Okay. I just had a quick thought, which is just build loads of those. Because we've got 3 there, 4, 5. We're going to want probably like 10. Let's get at least 10 built. Bumpity. Right, we probably don't need you actually going all the way back there. So let's trim off a little bit of that. Same over there, even though that one has started being built. That is your own fault. You did that to yourself. Let's unity that bit. And then we need to think about this. So we are going to have at some point these. Well, they don't need to go into a balancer, do they? They just need to connect to each other. So we're going to have a U-shaped balancer, which is going to connect to this, and then we want U. So if we get rid of those two and we take U, is there a nice way of doing this? I don't mind that. I don't mind that so much. So you're going to go there. That is unfortunately, of course, the same height as this pipe. So we might... Oh, that pipe's facing the wrong way. And can we just unity this one? If it isn't already. Right, so we're going to want to get rid of this pipe for a little bit. Just for a little bit. We're going to get rid of that. We need to figure out how this is going to work. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have this one here, which is an input, and it's going to be a Mark III of whatever's in there. Okay. Can we copy that, pop that down there, get rid of that chunk of pipe? Can we copy that, put that in there, and then copy it, flip it, put it in there. Okay. And then if we just copy all of that, we can pop that one in there. Same thing there. And then if we go down to our previous one, that can go there. Okay, so we now have... Oh, I said I didn't need balancers, didn't I? I said I didn't need balancers. Oh, you fool. You just need... this going the right way to start with. And then this connecting into there. And then this connecting into there. And that should be a Mark II. And you are also going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. And you're going the wrong way. Which does that mean that there's a little bit down here as well? You were never even connected in. What is going... It's so hard to see what's happening there. Oh, you are connected in. You're just going the wrong way. Okay. Okay. Fine. You are complaining about not being connected because you're still going the wrong way? Yeah, okay. Right, everything's going the wrong way. Excellent. You flip. You flip. You flip. You flip. You flip. And you flip. So you're all going the right way. We need to get rid of that and that anyway. You're going the wrong way. Something down here isn't happy. Is it that? Yes. Everything else is okay? No, you're not happy. Okay. So we want one of them coming in there. We can then have, at height 4, another one coming in here, which is going to go up to height 5. So you're going to come here and go to there. And then you are going to connect into there, but you are going to be a Mark II. Excellent. Then we're going to have another one that comes in here at height. Well, we want to stay at height 4, do we? How many are we going to have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, no, we're going to have limestone, copper, iron, sand, coal. We're going to have 7. So at least one of them is going to have to be at height 3. In fact, 2 of them are going to have to be at height 3. Maybe more. Who knows? So you're going to go there. You're then going to go up to height 4 whenever you feel like you can. This is slightly more problematic, isn't it? Because you then need to get up to there. But fine, that works. You're going to, hang on, I'm going to copy you. You're going to connect into there. You're too close to another connector. I thought they said they had patched that. I thought they'd said they'd patched that. So you could put the connectors close to each other as long as they weren't actually connecting. Okay. I must have misunderstood that, but that's what we want there. So if we just copy that, delete that and that, and we want this in here. Same thing here. We're going to delete those bits. We are going to cut that. We're going to pop that in there. And then this one we'll just do by hand. And all the belts are going to be the wrong way as well. Boo. So you are going to connect. But you can't because it's going the wrong way. Flip. 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 We'll worry about connecting that in a second. You need to be downgraded. Okay, so all of these are stupid. They're all stupid. Move out of my way. So you need to go there. You need to be flipped. You need to be flipped. Okay, that's that one done. You need to be flipped. 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 And you need to be flipped. Man, that's annoying. You need to be flipped. 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 Why is it saying there's one there? Because you need to be flipped. And then you, and you. And you, and you. I think, nope, not quite. You, and you. Okay. Right, same MacGuffins over here. Flip, 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 flip. Oh, and flip. And something here, you, flip. Okay, so that should be all of that sorted. Apart from you, no, you're done as well, aren't you? Okay, so they're all flipped the right way. Excellent. So let us continue with this. So we're going to want to come in here. At height 2, you are going to come over to here, and then you're going to go up to height 3 whenever you feel like you can. I'd like you to do that without being ridiculous, if that's okay. Can you just not be ridiculous? Is that a thing you can do for me? Let's just go to here. Go to height 3. You can't find valid pillar placement across the tracks. If I keep you at height 2, that's not going to work. That's because it needs to be at height 4 to go across the tracks. Or height 3, sorry. That's okay. So we'll come in here at height 3. Fine. You need to come to about here and then connect into there. And then we need you, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to go here. We're going to turn off magnet because you're going to be annoying. You're going to go to somewhere over here. And I realize I may have made a bit of a mistake. You need to go into... No, you need to stay at height 4. That's what you need to do. So you need to go there and connect into there. It's getting messy, but yeah, whatever. Whatever. We can live with it, can't we? We're not fussy about these things, are we? So you're going to connect into there. Then we need another... It really is getting disgusting. I'm just going to do... that just to get the right angle on it. And then we're going to need to come in here for magnet off. Where are you trying to go? It's fine, stay there, whatever. Magnet on, connect into there. Okay, so that's all of those. No, it's not. Take it back, you are not connecting into there. Come back here, my friend. Thought we were done. It's faked me out. The game faked me out. I really don't like how this has turned out, but whatever. And then we're going to need a height 3. 1, 2, 3. To sneak in here. Wherever you can, keep going straight. Right, well that's all of those connected in, even if it's terrible. But still, you need to connect into there now. Except you can't, don't do that yet. Because I need to connect all those up, and that's definitely going to freak you out. Okay, so, limestone. That is you, right? No, that is you. Glad I checked. You are limestone. You are limestone. You are limestone. So we want to come off of you. We're going to stay at height 4. We're going to bring you out a little bit. We're going to go up here. And we are then going to come into there. Limestone's done. Limestone's done. Easy as that. Limestone's done. Rock and dirt are these two here. Which is which? You are going to be dirt, I'm guessing? Yeah, you are dirt. You are dirt. You connect into this one. You are going to come over to probably to like here, I think. And of course, you are the furthest one away, which is fine. Whatever. We'll figure this all out. And if we need to... So you need to come down to height 4 at some point. And then not go quite that far. But do go one more. And then connect into there. Okay. Which means you are rock. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to go there. You are going to go all the way over here. You have to come across there, annoyingly. So if I then ask you to go into there. can go to there. I think it will be there. Oh, not quite, but that's fine. We've then got rock plumbed in as well. Okay, let's get all of that built. And then, can we get that pipe plugged in? Not quite yet. Okay, so what have we not got? We've got rock, we've got dirt. Are you anything? No. You are sand. We don't have sand over at that one, so actually that will probably be over here. So we're going to want those ones to go in a different direction. Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. Sand. Sand, sand, sand. You, sand. We actually don't want you going that way. Please come back to me. Same for coal, which is this one. We do not want coal going over there, because sand and coal are over there. They will probably have their own dedicated state thing, one of those. Okay. Well, that's cut down the amount of things we need to connect up over there, I suppose. Can we unity those, please? Thank you. So what is happening here? You don't need to be there. That's what's confusing me there. Let's get rid of that. So we've got 3 that aren't connected. You are one of them. You connect into here. You are nothing. Can I please remove you? If you're not connected to anything, there's literally no point in you existing. Let's pause. Can I then also go and pause all of that? Yeah, sure. Okay, it's one less to connect, which just leaves these 2. You are connected to iron. That was you. So I need you. I would like you, really, to come up in the... No, iron's the first one, isn't it? Okay, can I keep you at height 3? Bring you there. Pause the game a second, because everything's going wrong. I'd like you to go there. I'd like you to go there. I'd like you to connect in down there. And then we should have one more, which is going to be copper. Let's delete that, because we don't need that. We have a low supply of rubber. We actually sort of do. Why is that? We are filled with naphtha, so why is there no naphtha in these pipes? There is some naphtha here. Do we just need to upgrade this pipe, perhaps? Because at this point, you come into this balancer, you should have a full 124, or a full pipe coming in from there. Then you just have one output, which is this one. So you should be full. You should be full, because you're one output and you're getting other stuff coming in. So there's no reason you shouldn't be full. Same here. You're only getting more naphtha coming in. At this point, naphtha is taken out. So I think we are going to say we are going to upgrade that one, 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 and that one. Now they're still only going to have a Mark II coming in, but I want them to be able to move more around this system. So let's just upgrade all of those to try and make sure we are getting as much naphtha as we can around to this section. So if we're not getting that, in fact, how much do these use? 12. 24, 48. So yeah, that 60 should be fine. Now it could be, no, because that's a balancer there, so it should be prioritizing the output down there. Okay, let's see how that goes. Hopefully that will increase the amount of naphtha coming down here. Maybe we also increase those bits, just to get more naphtha coming down these pipes. Okay, that was one thing. I saw something saying it couldn't get rid of steam, which is why I was actually very concerned, but that appears to have disappeared now. The reason it was saying similar things before was because this water had filled up, but that is not the case. So you've got nothing to extract, that's fine. It's just the water that's, not the water, the rubber that's a concern. I keep going way, way past it. Yeah, it looks like we're getting more naphtha in there now, so I'm hoping that'll sort itself out. How are we doing over here? This is looking good. You still have a bit more to go. Make sure you've got your dumping designations. You do, so that's fine and dandy. You just carry on with that, my friends. I was going to say something else and I've immediately forgotten what it was. Oh, steel. How is steel doing? Yeah, we're full of steel. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. Let's zoom back over to... Did we finish building all those trains? Not quite. We're waiting on more steel. That's fine. So we've got limestone coming in and being loaded here. That is fan-dabby-doozy. We've got iron. It's just copper that's left, which is this one. Are we ever going to need trucks to come in here? I don't think we are we? So I'd like you to come here at height 2. We are having trucks going under there, of course, but they can drive around, so I'm not too fussed by that. Not too fussed by that. Hold on, though. Because we need trucks coming in here to be able to deliver stuff by hand if they have a full... Oh, okay. So actually, we want to get rid of, yeah, those bits for the moment. Because we need to think about how trucks are going to get through here. Please go away. Thank you. So we need trucks to be able to come from probably both sides. So we need to think this through a little bit better. We need 4 height at least on each of these. So 4, 4, or 4, 5, 4. That's probably what we need. We probably need 4, 4. It doesn't matter for the limestone so much because I don't care if trucks can cross around there. So let's get some U-shaped lifts. I want you to go in there and be at height 5. No, height 4. No. Yeah, height 4. I'm going to copy you. I'm going to put you there. I then need another U-shaped lift, which is going to go in here, which is going to be height 5. And you are going to be copied into there. Okay. Then I want all of you connected up. So you are going to go into there. That's fine. You, I want to come back a little bit because I want to bring you up a little bit sooner. I did not want to do that. Cancel that. And unity that. You are both exactly the same height. Okay, well, fine is what it is. So I want you to come over here at height 4, come in there, join into that. That's fine. The limestone, like I say, we don't really care about so much. That'll just connect in however it wants. I don't care if trucks can go through that. I do, however, care about that there pillar. So let's get rid of that a second. That pillar matters very much to me. So I need a nice clear shot through there. Okay. You, let's get rid of a bunch of you a second. And probably the same for you. Let's copy you. Let's connect you to there. I want you to turn off your magnet. I want you to come to height 5. And then I want you to connect to your magnet. I want you to connect in there. And then I want you to come in at height 5. You're going to come to there. And then you can connect in there. And then we've got no pillars in the way there either. Okay. Better. Build that. Sweet. Build whatever that is. Okay. Gold has nothing to mine. That is a problem that can be solved. We do need you to go down a bit further, however. So let's get rid of all of that. All of that. Excuse me. Thank you. Let's come back to here. Flat. Go down. And then say go down to here. And then at this point, go down to plus 14. Okay, you got stuff to do. Sweet. How is rubber doing? It does appear to be stocking up a little bit. Okay. So, I think all of this is now ready to go. We did want to put trucks can export a little bit from this if it's entirely full. I don't know if we really need that. It's just a sort of a... Didn't build any of the lifts. There we go. It's just a sort of just in case. Just maybe. Who knows? Ooh. So let's grab this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd like you to jump over there. Thank you very much. I'd like you to not get a pillar in the way. And I'd like you to connect in there. I'm going to downgrade you because I don't think you need to be a Mark 6. Mark 6? Mark 2. Oh my god, it's been an hour already. Ah, boo. I don't want trucks bringing in stuff to you. There's no need for that because you're now connected via this pipe. This beautiful pipe which doesn't look at all squirrely there. So everything's fine, don't worry about it. So... this is all ready to go. We just need to move an iron and a copper team over here. We don't currently have an iron digging team. They are currently hollowing out this mountain. There's no point in moving them over quite yet because we need to get this filled in a wee bit more. Just a wee bit more. So that's probably a good time to call it a day, isn't it? I'm hesitant to build any of this till we know that this is in the right place and we're happy with it all. We do have this one running back and forth. Yeah, it is keeping up with slag now, so that's perfect. The gold is empty, the slag is emptying, and these are both full. That's all we really care about. So this will be running a lot more now because it is going to be actually having the gold taken hopefully a bit faster over. That gold box is absolutely full. That's what we want to see. We did disable truck export from this box, didn't we? Nope. Let's do that. We also don't want trucks doing that. We don't want them doing that. We don't want them doing that. We don't want them doing that. And we don't want them doing that. Perfect. Okay. Dirt we are not getting rid of up here. We are still reliant on trucks for dirt. But is what it is, I guess. Is what it is. I mean, if we really think it's worth it, we could do 1 rock and 1 dirt, but really what we would need, I think, is like another train station up there just for the rock and the dirt. And they're only digging up a lot of rock and dirt at the moment because they're digging another layer down, so it's probably fine. It's probably fine. Okay, right, so what have we done today? We have built loads and loads of trains. We have got 4 trains built. We've got another 6 in the queue. We are just desperate for steel. It says we've got a low supply of steel. We don't. It's just because we're taking it all out to build lots of trains with. We could probably do with a bigger storage box there. Could we fit one in? I mean, we could, but it's close. pause this belt a second. Do we want to do this? It's probably, I mean, just for the trains, really, because this only holds 400, and that's what we need for a train. Or some of the trains. Let's get rid of that. You are now empty, so let's get rid of that. In fact, I want to copy your settings over to there before we get rid of you. Let's Unity that, even though that truck got in there first, you cheeky little thing. If we pop you down there... I don't know what speed belt was up there, but I'm going to assume it was a 3. Problem solved. Well, it's not really a problem. There wasn't a problem to solve, but at least we have got more space for steel to go now. Let's get rid of that. Cool. I'm happy with that. Happy with that. All right, so lots of fill-in happened. That's fantastic. We've got rock being brought down automatically, so trucks don't have to go as far when the train is doing stuff, but it is currently waiting to empty the gold, so it is not going to go and do anything else. I might change this to say wait until you are empty of slag and rock rather than gold, so at least it can still go and get the rock that's up there. Let's do that. Gold, rock, slag. Schedule. Take the gold out of there. Wait till you are empty of rock and slag. Cool, you're going to go and do that. Sweet, we are absolutely full of slag over here. We have got lots and lots of sour water. You are still bringing stuff in there. You're not bringing stuff there. No, that is the empty box. That is exactly what I want to see. Slag is being dumped currently, but they should be trying to fill this before they do anything else. We've got a full bucket of rock there to make gravel with. That's fantastic. We are once again full of iron after swapping back over to vehicle parts because food packs were problematic for us. Over here, we are full of imported goods. We are full of iron ore. We've got sulfur. We've got no limestone over here, but that will not be a concern soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed. You guys are busy just digging up lots of rock, basically. You're not doing much else. You are... no valid destination to deliver rock, dirt, and limestone. Because you are full of limestone. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Not a lot I can do about that. That's fine. Amazing. Well, I hope you are continuing to enjoy our journey into the world of trains in Captain of Industry. Can you get through that? You can, but I don't like that pillar. Much neater. If you are, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all those amazing things. You don't have any rock in you. Why don't you have any rock in you? Why is this belt not running? Because I paused you 1,000 years ago. Okay, let's actually start getting rock out of there, shall we? Wouldn't that be lovely? Let's also upgrade that to a Mark II belt to make sure we're just getting out fast enough. You know when I said I was a genius before? Still true. That doesn't count for a nothing. That's fine. How are we doing in terms of saplings? We've got very few in stock, but that's absolutely fine. We have covered this area with trees. We are still up to 85,000 wood, so I'm not overly concerned about the tree situation. We are destroying this mountain. Look how much space we have up here, although it's being largely taken up with trains and stuff now, but that's still fantastic. This entire ramp here has been built. Do we want to put a layer of dirt over the top to make it nicer? Maybe. We have to see how we're going to fit trains in there. I probably shouldn't have filled it all in, but I'm not sure if I like the fact that it looks like that. So we'll think about that. How is dirt doing? It's doing fine. We've got lots of dirt in stock. Amazing. So as I started saying, like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. I will see you next time in Captain of Industry. And as always, thank you so very, very much for joining me. Where's my train? Oh, there it is. Choo-choo!